blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And okay, there we go. I paused that. Alright, so I did a little quick research on this because technically I don't have money in here, but I found it a very interesting project. And obviously it does kind of work because so far it's mostly doing what it should be. Alright, it's at 82.45% of the peg, which I guess given the circumstances is close enough. So this is Bomb.Money, or the app specifically, and it's basically a Tomb Finance fork. But they chose to actually peg themselves to Bitcoin. Now, because Bitcoin is obviously very expensive, you actually have to create like a bunch of miniature tokens so that, you know, people with not a lot of money can invest in Bitcoin essentially, right? So they chose 10,000 bomb tokens to equal 1 Bitcoin, right? So 100 grand in Bitcoin is supposed to be equal to, this is I think they really should fix this because this is obviously very, well actually this does make sense. 100 grand in Bitcoin is equal to $10 in bomb peg. So 10,000 tokens times $10 is indeed 100,000. Okay, so this is not a typo. I obviously just can't read confusing math equations because I'm not in school anymore. I haven't been in school for a long time. And you can see on the upper right corner, well, you can't because my idiot camera's blocking, but oh wow, Bitcoin's actually going up, by the way. So yeah, this dip is going to be, in fact the dip is already gone. Then it has your standard, whatever, the site looks actually pretty nice. It's actually a pretty funny theme too, Bomb.Money, right? I'm sure that I've heard that somewhere, like rappers or whatever, you know, or that's the bomb or something. No one says that anymore, that's like really old, but anyway, it's pretty cool. Again, Tomb forks are all the rage now, and I see why. It's actually 2 ohm and 3 ohm, and even Snow Tomb a little. Well, Snow Tomb is recovering very nicely. I mean, it was already hit so hard that it's just this minor dip. So, but 2 ohm and 3 ohm got hit pretty hard because a correction had to happen, right? It just so happened to be right when I'm buying, and then you know I bought more today, so you know I'm pretty DCA'd in. But I also don't have to worry about it because I'm still like you know doing very well. I'll have confirmation of that after 12 to 24 hours because, you know, I did a shit ton of buying this morning. I spent like I woke up at like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., maybe 7. No, 7 a.m. was too late. I mean, I just naturally go to bed early nowadays. All right, do the silent prayer when I go to bed, of course, right? Seek God every day in the morning and at night, all right, when you wake up and before you go to bed. Water is so tasty, especially when you purify and purge it of fluoride. And yeah, I just spent a lot of time today. In fact, I just finished doing the video on Joe staking. It's actually way better than I even thought. It's a stable version of AutoCake. I actually do want something like that because there's stablecoin farming, right, which is the safest but least reward. Right, but you never have to worry about price. Like, there's a reason why you want that, right? That's actually the most important thing. I wish I had that, and I wouldn't have gotten killed in the stock markets. But I don't even think Beefy Finance was even there back then. And then after that, there's the next level, which is you'll have price volatility, but not as bad, hopefully, and you just get a good yield. So it's like a volatile stable coin, high yield, token. And I found that Joe staking is actually really effing good. It's actually superior to PancakeSwap. So I'm actually going to probably start doing that, you know, because I actually need like a safe baseline. I mean, technically I could use Titano for that, I think. Titano does a better job with it, I guess, even with the taxes. But it'd be kind of nice to have something else, too, on the side, though. You know, I'll have to take a look at it, but yeah. But with that being said, you know, I used to try to trade Bitcoin options. This could be an interesting alternative for me if I actually want Bitcoin, right? The granddaddy himself, but I kind of need more. I want more than just holding Bitcoin. If you go to Hotbit, Bitcoin, your APY interest is like 3% a year. But this is an interesting alternative because if Bomb could actually mostly match the price of Bitcoin, which currently it does. I'm going to refresh it again. Yeah. let me see. Does this actually work? Right now, Bomb is $3.61. So, okay, I'm gonna need the contract for this. Stake now, farm now, buy Bomb. Okay. So here's bog swap. So they use bog swap. So I need to figure out how the hell this is gonna work. What do I do here? Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Okay. No. Fuck. I accidentally hit the delete key. All right. I gotta copy and paste this. Output is this last address, so this should be the bomb token. So let's go on deck screen here. Because I didn't actually do that much research. I want to do it live, so you see how I always like doing things live if possible, so you can see my thought process. Because I don't want to just teach you guys how to make money, which is obviously important. And of course, I like doing that. Right? That's why I do all these stupid videos. But I also need to teach you how to do it. All right? I need to teach you how to think for yourselves. This is on Binance Smart Chain. So direct BNB, BSC. Oh, jeez. I'm going to go here. All right, BSC. Oh, so, okay. So it is just BSC. All right. And then I just type in this, I think. All right. Here we go. All right. So buys, sells, blah, blah, blah. 362, blah, blah. Okay. All right. Great. The heat's coming on. So I should be seeing... this was launched November 20th, 21st or so. Okay. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to figure out if it's doing what it should be doing. Because so far it does look like it is. The problem is it's still a very new project, obviously, because Tomb Forks are just kind of brand new. But they've already been taking the crypto world by storm. Bitcoin price. No. No. Yes. Give me the dark theme, please. Go away. I could do 3 months, and then I gotta try. No, that's not gonna work. I could do 1 month, and then shrink this. There we go. All right, close enough. All right, so this is November 17th. All right, good enough. I should be seeing a very close correlation. Because obviously, if you're trying to buy Bitcoin, and you're buying something that represents Bitcoin, that's basically what you're doing. The chart pattern better be the same. So if it goes up, the representation, the bomb token in this case, better go up too. It looks kind of like that, and there is a big spike. I think so, actually, yeah. So here's the 24th dip, 25 pump, 11:27. I think that was the FUD day. I remember doing the video on that. I don't remember what it was. Okay, so 22nd, 23rd, so this didn't go up until November 29th, and it went back down, and then it went back up. I mean, the problem is, I think this was also mostly due to this project being way too new. Right? Because I obviously I only found out about... Okay, this can go away now. I only found out about bombs, so I don't know what the actual peg was at the time. So, but I think they have their shit together. So maybe a more accurate description would be to look at this. 2.78. This was January 20th and was at $4. Dip, up, 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 down a little bit, up, up, up. Yeah, so it does look like it is actually working like it should. Because we look at, yes, it is working. See, it's January 19th. Bitcoin hits hard once down at 35K. Yeah. See, January 20th, 21st, 22nd, and it goes back up 23rd. Bitcoin starts recovering at 23rd, 36,654. Yeah, this is actually working. Look, uptrend, right, since January 21st. Uptrend. Right, since January 22nd. Because it was a little, yeah. I mean, it's hard to see because shit's getting distorted, but let's see, now it's more clear. Yeah. This is working. Yeah, it's working. All right, so, all right, there we go. We're Tamaguchi. So, as this gets more stabilized, I assume like every Toon Finance fork, they own their own liquidity, so it should be more stable with time. And obviously, this is not a rug pull. At least not yet. I mean, they've already been live for many months now. November 21st, so that's like 3 months. So yeah, it looks pretty good. And you can find out how. So basically, Bomb is undervalued because it's at 82.45%. So basically, if you were to buy, let's say you bought 10,000 bombs. Oh, that's actually funny. Sorry, I hope I hope this doesn't trigger like the auto FBI alert. Right? If you bought 10,000 bombs, it's like buying Bitcoin literally at a discount. So, how do I? You're buying it at a 17.55% discount, right? Because this is supposed to be not 361, but let's see, this is 1% or 0.1% of a Bitcoin. So this really should be $4.37. Yeah, I think this should be $4.37. Yeah, because 1 divided by 10,000 is not 1%, but 0.1%. Yeah, so that makes sense. This is supposed to be $4.37. So I think that's a really good deal. Now I think eventually it could hit 1-to-1 peg, but even if it doesn't, well, I mean, you're already basically buying at a below price. So as long as Bitcoin keeps going up, right, Bomb will keep going up with it, all right? Because you're still capturing, it's still going to maintain this peg essentially, or as it should. So you'll still get the capital appreciation, and then at the same time, you know, look at these beauties. Right, you're earning 0.5% daily interest. Right, this is the Bomb Bitcoin liquidity pool. You can see the APR, and there's the daily. Like here's all these Pepegas putting in, you know, 5.4 million. Right, this is way better than what you would get like anywhere else. And obviously it's DeFi, so it's not like anyone's gonna find out who this belongs to. And then let's say you're kind of, you don't want to deal with Bitcoin, then you can just do Bomb. This is Bshare-BNB. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, I thought this actually said Bomb. All right, well, let's say you pussy out and you decide, okay, well, I'll get Bomb shares and BNB. So they really want, and this is actually just fine because you're really on this site to do Bitcoin, not Binance Coin. But this is an option for you. Now you don't use bombs, instead use Bshares. Right? Because every Tomb fork has the base token and then the shares, right, for the boardroom. So everything creates shares. Then when you take your shares, you deposit in here, and then you get back the base token, which in this case is Bomb. And right now, here's the interesting thing: the interest rate on Bomb or Bomb shares is 1280 APR. So I think the daily on this is at least 2% a day. But I think, okay, you know what? Let me go on to my 2 ohm or 3 ohm shit, because they display the APR along with the daily and they convert everything for me. So I need to go switch to Phantom. Okay, here we go. So according to 2 ohm, the daily APR is 4.66%, because right now everything's going up and down. So the APR here says 1,701.62. Well, it just went down, so it's like 1701, like the Enterprise from Star Trek. So this is, I think I'm going to calculate this too. So this is actually more like 3%. So I actually got to change the title of this up to 3%. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick edit here. 3% daily. Okay, so this roughly translates to 3%. I'm just using the numbers and then just kind of just whatevering from from 2 ohm. Yeah, so this is basically 3% daily. Right? So your boardroom Bomb shares are earning 3% daily, whatever this Pepega is going to be worth, and then I guess that right here does tend to get annoying. Then you get a shit ton of bombs, right? So you take your bombs, and then of course you do the standard thing, sell half, right? But really you have to sell it half into this. Oh, I clicked the boardroom. Oh, great. They reversed the buttons here. You want to convert half of your bombs into Bitcoin, right? Which is the Bitcoin B, which is, I guess, stands for Bitcoin Binance version, right? So that you can get more B shares, take your B shares. It's the same thing as any other tomb, right? Or 2ohm, right? Take your B shares, deposit in the boardroom, get more bombs, and repeat the cycle, right? So essentially what you're really trying to do is you can't really buy that many Bitcoin Bs because obviously one Bitcoin is like 43,680 right now. So I guess this thing kind of does update in real time. But you do the next best thing in this case, right? Why are you on this website? You're specifically looking to get Bitcoins. So you actually want to accrue as many bombs as you can. And the more bombs you acquire, the more Bitcoin you're acquiring. So essentially, this is like the backdoor way to get Bitcoin basically at 3% daily. Yeah, that's actually kind of insane. I need to actually figure out, let's see, Bomb.Money, this is the restream.io crap, Bomb.Money, okay, I'm actually going to write this description. Bomb.Money is basically earning up to 3% daily on Bitcoin. This is unparalleled income and exposure to Bitcoin. Alright, I'll just write that there. So this, I'm pretty sure, someone mentioned it in the Elite Crypto Discord, so I checked it out because everyone was like, hey, let's find more tomb forks. But this one is really good because, again, I don't know. Oh, that's the boardroom shares. I was trying to figure out what this other bomb icon was. Yeah, it's $227.58. But it's the boardroom shares. How much is this? Okay, I'm just kind of curious. What does the bomb shares look like? I'm kind of curious. How close does it mimic Bitcoin, if at all? Dex screener, BSC. I like tomb forks that put the charts in the front for us too, instead of me having to figure everything out myself. Okay, that's your Bitcoin chart. That's that. Okay. All right. So I think it is pretty clear. Well, it's doing what it normally does. All right, because every share always goes up. That's the Genesis pool. It goes up to like up the wazoo, and then it crashes down to the real price. And then it takes a while for it to discover its true price. So it's at its all-time low. Again, this is the third time. Okay, yeah, it's consolidating. This is tough. Now that I'm going to take daily profits for a little bit to try to resuscitate my bank account. Well, not try, I better. And I will. I actually want to start buying a little more Joe. And then I actually kind of want to actually buy some of this. These share prices are like literally a steal. It's at the bottom. And yeah, it went down a little bit. All right, you can see the size of the candle, but the price isn't that much because it's already low. Yeah, I actually want to buy this because I normally never actually buy Bitcoin, believe it or not. In all my years of doing this, I don't buy Bitcoin. I buy things that are cheap, like Bitcoin, but basically go up and down with Bitcoin. That's what I always do. This is the first time ever I've had an actual option to basically own Bitcoin. And it's like the best possible. Hey, see, look, the Bitcoin peg just actually went up. We need this to be 1.0. Now, if Bomb becomes a really good effing project, like good successful tomb forks, then the price of Bomb actually goes above peg, which then might actually become a problem because now you're technically overpaying for Bitcoin. But with that being said, I mean, at this price, I mean, I don't have to worry about it. Plus, this is a lot of money involved, right? Because Bitcoin's, the big 10,000-pound gorilla in the room. I don't even think a gorilla could get that heavy. So, I mean, for now, I'm comfortable with buying it. So, but with that being said, but this is actually very interesting. So these shares are on sale. They're actually on sale. And then if I get more of these shares and earn 3% daily on it, okay, let me get rid of some of these. Okay, because I do want, if I get 3% daily on the boardroom for Bomb.Money, then it actually prints me basically 3% daily. In fact, the APR has just gone up, so it's above 3% now. they also have to fix the TWAP over here. Basically, it's like putting in money, earn 3% on that, and then you just simply get Bitcoin. Instead of money, you're getting Bitcoin. So it's actually kind of interesting. And then you just continue the cycle. Alright? Because again, as nice as this is, it does make sense that the daily APR, especially compared to other tune forks, is actually kind of low. Alright? Because this is actual real Bitcoin essentially. At least that's what they're trying to algorithmically try to do. And on top of that, because this is below peg, they said that one of the APRs goes down if the bomb Bitcoin peg is below 1.0, which it is. So I guess they're referring to this, which is I'm okay with, because the lower the APR, the safer the project and returns, right? Because you have less selling pressure, because not everyone's printing as much money and stuff to dump with. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna put some money into this. This is again on Binance Smart Chain. Right, I ran out of space in my YouTube description. So with that being said, I'm liking it so far. It's looking pretty good. And funny enough, the reason why the peg is correct is because Bitcoin just went down a couple $100. So that's why this is up. Alright, so this is a very interesting project, and it's been around for a while. It looks very stable. In fact, it's 12.1 million total value locked. So I think this is actually correct, because people are still poo-pooing on crypto and Bitcoin, right? And we look over here, I mean, look. Yeah, look, search interest just tanked again, right? People are like, fuck Bitcoin, fuck crypto. It's like, I'm just going to work at McDonald's and get a steady paycheck. Nothing. Well, actually, there is something wrong with that. It's a dead-end job, right? But, I mean, if you need money, you need money. But just don't spend your life there. But sadly, some people do, because, they never took the time to, like, but rediscover God and Jesus Christ and go, isn't there a better way to do things? Because that's really what you want to do. Now, I don't usually mess with bonds. I just know that these are important, right? But I just don't mess with them. So if you want to do bonds, you have bomb bonds here. Ugh, try saying that fast 10 times. All right, because you make your profit when this peg goes above 1.0. So I'm thinking, what happens if you don't? Right, because if you have a bond, you can't stake it. So I'd rather just stake it. Besides, it's close enough, right? All I care about is the peg pretty stable, which it is, right? Basically 82.5%, 83%. And does it go up and down with Bitcoin? That's all that matters. All right. Now I'm kind of curious, if Bitcoin really crashes, does this still maintain its peg kind of well? I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Now technically it should tank, but the problem is I don't want the project website to blow up too. Like, let's say Bitcoin's 500 grand, Bomb is 83% of that value, so it's doing what it's supposed to, peg. Then what happens when Bitcoin crashes to like 50 grand, right, in the span of a couple months? Total, and then crypto market winter sets in, right? Of course, Bomb has to also go down, but what if it goes down too much and then the project dies? So that is something to consider. But by then, I would just dump all my shit anyway. I wouldn't even be holding this. So, and then of course, I'll constantly talk about it. I'll forewarn it. I'll make videos, at least one, but I'll constantly talk about it, and I'll just tell people, hey guys, all right, this thing is too high. Start taking profits. Maybe just simply get out of the market. All right, and just start aggressively taking profit. Because I'm honestly watching it. There's no point watching it now because it's obviously at the bottom. But once we get something like this, right, especially this, right, because this is what I saw in November of 2017, going into December and January. It's like, okay, guys, we only got like a few weeks, maybe a couple months at most. Start dumping, start selling, start taking aggressive profits. Like, there's just too much. There's too much FOMO. Everyone's getting in. This looks like it's the .com boom and then bust, and then the real estate boom and bust. It's the same thing. And I called it correctly. Right? I saved a lot of people, millions of dollars. I wish they would kind of send me some money my way. I would really like that, but oh well. All right. So that's Bomb.Money. I've already made 2 videos, so I can do that. So the next video should be Snow Tomb and Frozen Finance. I think I'll be able to do that tomorrow. And then I kind of out of content, so maybe I'll do something in Great Finance. I'll take a day off. You know, we'll see. But whenever I find new stuff, you know, I'll check it out, right? Or I'll just simply go on Dow King's channel, look at what projects he's talking about, and I'll just copy the same content and give my take on it. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, and then Bomb price is 359. It's going down a little bit, and so is Bitcoin's at 43.332. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I want to try these new 2 projects. Finally get some exposure to Bitcoin after all this freaking time. But that being said, is that really appropriate? I think so, right? So, I mean, it would be nice to have a little, yeah, that's just so much more crap, but whatever. I'll figure it out. So, thanks for watching. Spread this video around, like, subscribe, share, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, you want exposure to Bitcoin at a micro level. Bomb.Money is exactly designed to do that. All right? And all it takes is 0.1% of the Bitcoin. So I'm sure anybody watching this, especially from a poor country or area, you can afford 359 to get it basically most exposure to Bitcoin at a discount, right? Because, you know, if this thing was going to go way below peg, then that means that's a problem with the project and not Bitcoin itself, right? But it's not. It's holding very, very steady and well. So yeah, I got 2 million bombs in supply. Here are all the shares. I don't actually know how long these shares are going to be, whatever. So, and then again, I figured out that Tomb Forks can only operate properly when you have 2 of these websites. So that's another thing. There's only Bomb.Money, but we don't see like a secondary one. Oh, so you can do. Claim below 1.1 will not necessarily claim wisely. Oh yeah, so you could stake your bombs here. Enabled when 10,000 bomb is above 1.01 Bitcoin. Well, unfortunately, this will never happen. Oh yeah, so my message is still the same. Yeah, don't do these bonds because it's pretty obvious to me. It's gonna take a very long time. Maybe it'll happen when Bitcoin goes straight up and then you finally get your payday. But here's the problem. You've been missing out on all your farm and your boardroom daily. I mean, look at this daily yield. Why would you buy a bond? Oh, so that's why bonds sometimes don't work. Yeah, so, you know, with that being said, the site will be good probably on the way up, but I don't know what will happen to the site on the way down, because I actually think that because of all the FUD, when there's a clear crypto crash and it's all over, because obviously by then you and I will already be safe, so we'll just be sitting back, you know, chilling on our, you know, stable coin farm yields, earning 20 to 60% on totally risk-free US dollars farming. You know, we could just enjoy the shit show, and I get a really good experience, learning experience, right? Why do I have to lose money to learn what sucks when I can just simply get out of the boat, get out of the Titanic before, you know, it hits the iceberg, you know? And I encourage all of you to pretty much do the same, because that's what the professionals do. So, I'll see you tomorrow, I think. I'm hoping I'll just do one video because I'm a little tired. I want to go for my walk. I want to listen to Greg. You know, I got to do all my stuff. In fact, I need to clean my rewards here. So I'll go do that. You know, I'm playing this Firestone Idol RPG thing. And I got sick and tired playing EverQuest, so see you probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and yeah, until next time. Thanks.